Hi, I'm Jo Sarmi. Welcome to your second workout in the 6-week triathlon series. First exercise we're going to do is for the upper body, and it's called the inverted iron cross. Set the height on the column, and then grab the cables in your hands. Scoot back so you have enough room to put your feet on the board in front here. But you also need to make sure your head is resting on the glide board. The next thing you're going to do is just go ahead and tuck your tailbone under until you feel your spine ironed out into the glide board. Head's in neutral position. Take a deep breath in and exhale and bring your arms by your side to shoulder height. Try not to bend the wrists, keep them straight. Don't go above your head. It really isn't necessary to go that high to work the deltoids. And as you exhale, you let your arms go down by your side again. Inhale. So you can complete about 8 to 10 reps here. Do 3 sets, and you'll have completed your deltoid exercise. Moving on to the arms and your biceps and triceps. When you grab the cables, just grab the cable that's to the side of the machine that your legs are on. You're sitting sideways on the machine, on the glide board. Scoot forward enough so that your arm's in pretty good alignment. So you really need to make sure that you're not twisted, because this is not a twisting core exercise. This is an arm isolation exercise. Feet can start off resting on the floor until you get your elbow in a correct alignment. We're going to work the bicep. It's an isolation exercise. So bring it up to shoulder height. Extend the arm away. That's your start position. Now, if you want to make the exercise hard, this is where you take your feet off the floor and then exhale and pull your hand towards your head. Inhale, let yourself slide down the glide board. Exhale, pull. And remember, if it gets too hard or you feel like you're losing form, you're starting to bend your wrist, your elbow is drifting to your side, go ahead and put your feet on the floor, and then you'll be doing the exercise in a supported fashion, but you're still going to get a pretty good burn in that bicep. Moving into the tricep exercise, you grab the cable with the opposite hand, facing the same direction, and you're going to take your arm out to the side, bring the elbow up to shoulder height, extend the arm away. This is called the tricep extension. Inhale, exhale. The lateral tricep extension is here. Keeping the elbow at shoulder height, extending the arm nice and long, keeping the wrists straight. And again, you can take your feet off the floor to make it a little bit harder. And for both of these arm exercises, you're going to do about 8 to 10 reps, more if you want. Do 3 sets. Moving into your core exercises, knuckle down on the board, get on facing away from the column, put one cable handle in each hand, and scoot to the end of your board so that when you lay back, your head is resting comfortably. Extend the arms over your head. We're going to start with the oblique pullover crunch. The oblique pullover crunch is going to work, obviously, your obliques and also your rectus abdominis to a degree. So that's your 6-pack muscle. Take a big breath in. Exhale, draw one arm across your body and aim for your opposite hip. Inhale, reach back, change sides. Exhale the other arm down. Inhale, exhale. The higher you bring your upper body off that board, the more muscle fibers you're recruiting in your core. Try to make sure that that cable doesn't get caught on anything, like your ears, or your hair. Do about 8 to 10 reps here, 3 sets. You can also just choose to work one side only and then work the other. It's up to you how you want to arrange the exercise. And that's your oblique pullover crunch. For the core extension exercise, you need to unhook the cable pulley. So slide the glide board up the rails, release the pulley, place it behind the machine so it doesn't get caught on the rails, and then go to the end of the glide board. If you have the squat stand attached, you need to remove it. Bring your knees all the way up the board and place your hands on the support bar right here. Take a big breath in, contract your stomach, straighten your spine, and exhale and slide the legs out behind you as one unit. Inhale, exhale. This is working your rectus abdominis and also your hip flexors, which is part of your quadriceps complex. Your shoulders are not moving. Your wrists are in line with your elbows and your shoulders. And you're just sliding nice and easy up and down. Remember, always keep that center contracted, especially when you're in the extended position here. There's a tendency for people to sway their back out, but you need to keep a strong center and contract your glutes a little bit on the way back, and on the way in, the knees will slide forward and you won't have to think about the glutes again. For the sprinter start exercise, you're going to need the squat stand. So grab your squat stand, insert it into the holes at the end of the machine, make sure it's secure, and then knuckle down on the glide board. Place one knee onto the glide board. The other foot is going to go behind you, and that's your working foot. Place it in the middle of the squat stand. Take a big breath in, contract your abdominals. As you exhale, you're going to extend and press the leg against that squat stand. Inhale, let yourself slide back. Exhale, push forward. Your arms and shoulders are in line here. They're not moving at all. Your knee should be in line with your hip on the supporting leg, and the working leg is just pressing through the ball of the foot. The sprinter start exercise works your glutes, your quads, a little bit of the calf muscles too. Your core is definitely engaged, and all this is really important in your triathlon training for the specific events of the bicycle and also the running portion. But even swimming, you're going to use some of these muscles too, so these are important. This is an important exercise to use. Just remember that when you're doing one side, don't forget to switch and do the other side. Work both sides of your body. For the leg curl with the seated surfer, you're going to need the wing attachment. Let me show you how to attach it. It goes underneath the rails. You bring it in between the rails. You line up the holes and press the pin all the way through to the other side on both sides of the machine. Now you're ready for that. Then you attach the cable pulley underneath the seat, the glide board. Now you're ready to work out. So grab your cables, the handles, have a seat on the glide board, at the top of the glide board. Now the important part, this next part, is to put your feet in the right position. So you put your ankles on top of the foam bar covers here. Now the next part of the exercise is to get yourself in good position with your core. So roll your shoulders down and back, sit up nice and tall, take a big breath in. You're going to pull with your legs and then press with the arms. The hands are by your thighs, palms away. Big breath in, exhale, bend your knees and press your hands behind you. Inhale, extend the legs, the arms come forward in the extended position. Don't bend your elbows, keep your arms straight, wrists flat. Big breath in, exhale, pull, inhale back. So you're working your hamstrings and you're also working your triceps and a little bit of core because you're sitting up nice and tall. You're gonna do about 8 to 10 reps. Usually 3 sets is good to start with before you move on to the next set of exercises. For the lower extremity workout, we're going to use the Cyclo Trainer in addition to the other exercises we did. Roll the glide board just a little bit up the rails and attach your Cyclo Trainer. It's so easy. Make sure that the pulley is unattached and set in a safe place, and that your level on the column is at a high enough level so that you can work pretty hard today. Take a seat. Take a seat and put your feet in the pedals. Make sure the entire ball of the foot is comfortably positioned on top of the pedal. Push the mode button until one of the numbers is flashing. Right now it's the time. We're going to increase the time about 5 minutes. Distance, we don't have to go very far for the warm-up at least. Level, we'll start a little bit higher than 3. We'll go to 4 and get started. So, scoot down on the glide board and start pedaling. Make sure that you're in a good position so that you have a nice bend in the legs still at the bottom of the stroke without hyperflexing the knee. And just start pedaling nice and easy, pushing evenly through the legs. So try not to bounce. So instead of pressing so hard so you start bouncing, really think about focusing on your thighs and don't go focusing any lower than the knees, because once you start thinking about pushing through the ball of the foot, you'll start bouncing. So focus up at the upper part of the leg, nice and even pressure on each side until you feel warm, between 3 and 5 minutes. If you want to sit up, you can always sit up like so. Just for pedaling purposes, just to see if everything's functioning there. But lay back and relax and just get warmed up. Once you're warmed up, you're going to have to decide how you want to increase the intensity. You can either lift the butt or slide up the rails. So then you are balancing in a suspended position here and pedaling. Now this is where you also need to think about how long you want to spend in the increased intensity position. You can probably do a really good high intensity interval training session by doing 30 seconds of hard work and then resting for 10 seconds. And then you go through about 8 cycles like that and you're done with your workout.